Good morning, everyone. It's Mr. Pierce. For today, I'm going to be dividing the lesson into two parts. This is part one. If you look at the directions, they say write each number in standard form. When we see 15 tens, that is the same as saying 15 times 10, which would be 150. In number two, it says 15 hundreds. That is the same as saying 15 times 100, which would be 15 hundreds, which is 1,500 or 1,500. 15 ones, of course, is just 15. That's the same as saying 15 times 1. 15 times 1,000 or 15 thousands would be obviously 15,000. And if we had 15 10,000s, that's the same as saying 15 times 10,000, which would be 150,000. Okay, in the next part it says round each number to the place named. Draw a number line showing how you determined what each rounded to. So in number 6 it says 87 rounded to the tens place. Well, the number in the tens place is the 8. So that's 8 tens, which means my low would be 80. My high would be 10 more than that, which is 90. And my midpoint, halfway between 80 and 90, is 85. So now we plug in the real number there, which is 87, and that is bigger than 85. It would go right here. So we would say this one rounds to 90. Okay, 675. We're going to round it to the hundreds place. The digit in the hundreds is the 6. So my low is going to be 600. My high is going to be 100 more than that, which would be 700. My midpoint is going to be halfway between 600 and 700, which would be 650. So now I go ahead and plug in the real number, 675. We know that that is larger than 650, so we would put it here. And this one would round to 700. For the next one, we see the number 1 and 78 hundredths. We are going to round this one to the tenths place. The number in the tenths is the 7. So for my low, I'm going to write all of the numbers over to that 7, which is 1 and 7 tenths. Because we're going by tenths, 1 tenth more than that would be 1 and 8 tenths. Halfway between 1 and 7 tenths and 1 and 8 tenths is 1 and 75 hundredths. So now we go to plug our real number in, which is 1 and 78 hundredths. That is obviously larger than 1 and 75 hundredths, so we place it in right there, and we circle it, and this one rounds to 1 and 8 tenths. Number 9, it says we're going to round to the thousands place. The number in the thousands place is the 8, so that would of course be 8,000. If 8,000 is my low, 1,000 more than that is 9,000. That is my high. Halfway between 8,000 and 9,000 is 8,500. So now we go to plugging in the real number. 8,297 is smaller than 8,500. So we would place it in here, and we would say that this one would round to 8,000. Moving on to the next page, it says estimate by rounding each to the nearest 10, show your rounding by using a number line, and then multiply. So if we look at the first one, we have 67 times 71. We are going to round them to the tens place. So when I look at 67, the number in the tens place is the 6. So my low is going to be 60. 10 more than that, of course, is 70, which is going to be my high. And halfway between 60 and 70 is 65. So now I go to plugging the real number in there. Okay, so when I go to do that, I see that it is 67. That's bigger than 65. So I'm going to put it right here. And that first one is going to round to 70. So one of the numbers I'm going to multiply is 70. Now let's go to the second one. We have 71. So again, we are rounding it to the tens place. The number in the tens place is the 7, so my low is going to be 70. My high is going to be 80. And of course, our midpoint is going to be 75. So now we go to plugging in the real number, 71. It would be down here. And so this one would round to 70. So what I'm going to do is take that 70 and multiply it times that 70. And this will give us our estimate. If I look at the front end, 7 times 7 is, of course, 49. And there are 2 zeros in the factors, so there needs to be 2 zeros in my product. So our estimated product is that the answer would be about 4,900. Moving on to number 12, you will notice that it says estimate by rounding each to the nearest hundred. So if I look at 698, the digit that is in the hundreds place is the 6, making my low number 600. If I'm going by hundreds, my high number, of course, would be 700. Our midpoint would be 650. So now we go to plugging the real number in there, 698. That is really close to 700. So we would say that 698 would round to 700. So one of our factors is going to be 700. Now we go over to 349. Again, it's a 3-digit number. We're going to round it to the hundreds place. The number in the hundreds place is the 3, making my low number 300. My high number is going to be 100 more than that, which is 400. Halfway between them is 350. So now we look at the real number, 349. Whew, it's close to 350, but it is below it. So we would write it here, and that one would round to 300. So I would then take that 300 and multiply it by the rounded number that I got the first time of 700. Okay, 3 times 7 in the front end, of course, is 21. And we will notice there are 4 zeros in the problem, so there has to be 4 zeros in my answer, making my estimated product 210,000. For the next part, it says to explain how you would estimate to find the product of 278 and 66. Again, we are estimating. Well, first thing we're going to notice is that 278 is a 3-digit number. In the previous problems, we would round those to the nearest hundreds place. The number in the hundreds place is the 2, so my low number would be 200. My high would be 300. My midpoint, of course, is 250. So now we plug in the real number, which is, of course, 278. That would be larger than 250. So that one would round to 300. I then look at the 66. That is a 2-digit number. So we're going to round that one to the nearest 10. The number in the tens place is the 6. So my low is going to be 60. 10 more than that, of course, is 70. And our midpoint would be 65. So when I look at that and I say, okay, 66, it's a little bit more than 65. So that would round to 70. So to estimate it, we would take 300 and we would multiply that times 70. Again, if we look at the front end, the 3 times the 7, that's going to be 21. And we will notice there's a total of 3 zeros in the problem. So we're going to have 3 zeros in our product. So our estimated product is that the answer is 210,000. Okay, this concludes the end of part 1 of the lesson.